further in. I mean, it's such a sacred document. If they haven't had a chance to show the Empress while she's here, it's potentially further away from the council chambers.
Yeah. And
or they are just houses.
One thing I will quickly do before we head the other way is I will grab a pile of thumbtacks off the desk and I will go to the cushions of everyone except for Potato Princess and stick thumbtacks in the cushions so next time I sit down.
Okay, great.
As I say, you had a similar thought, but I was going to put a small potato under hers so she knew that we were there. But the potato wouldn't last as long.
Okay. So as you walk back out of this main hall, which clearly is like designed to be kind of a bit arty and a bit cool as you go to where the speakers go. You know what I mean? Like you go back out down to where the south door was, where he was walking towards. You walk past our drunken guy who's still passed out on the hallway. And you come out into what looks to be like a parlor foyer kind of area. And you see like doors that would probably lead to the outside because you can see windows now there. And there is a door to the left and a door to the right. The door to the right of you is the one that says like staff only area. And the door to the left is seemingly the courts.
Left or right?
I mean, staff only seems like a good bet.
All right. I will go and have a look at the door and listen, make sure it's not tracked, and double check to see if it's locked before unlocking it with my lockpicks if need be.
Cool. With your guys' passive perception, you can't hear anything. If you would like to investigate it to see if it is trapped at all, you are more than welcome to do so.
Rogue does rogue things. 23.
Mm-hmm. You are 100% sure that it is trapped, that if it is not opened correctly, then it will cause an alarm. But you're also pretty sure that opening it correctly could be as simple as mocking a key. Do you know what I mean? So, like, it is locked. If you can get it open like a key would open it, then it wouldn't trigger the trap.
Oh, yeah.
But it would be a hard check.
I turn to Aster and be like, do we think Drunk Guy had keys?
I mean, maybe. Depends on which way he was going.
He was headed this way. Yeah.
We can at least check. If he's a clerk, he might have keys to the buildings, to the rooms.
Just in case, but it's trapped and it's going to set off an alarm if I do it wrong. But I'm pretty confident I can get it.
I think you got this. You're very good. Very capable.
I wouldn't mind finding more keys just in case. We might be able to do a little switch.
Yeah, that's a good get too.
Yeah.
Do you want me to look for a body, or do you want to loot the body and I'll look around the room to make sure there's no...
DC 18 to just unlock it, by the way. Like, and not trigger the trap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go loot the body and then just in case, because...
Yeah. So you loot the body. He does... I know. It is hard. It is high.
Yeah.
You loot the body. You do find a set of keys. You're still not entirely sure which key is the right key. They're not exactly labelled, and there's a couple of them that it could be, but essentially this gives you advantage. So it's now a DC 18, but with advantage because you are literally using the keys.
Yeah. And it's still my unlock check, right?
Mm-hmm. Basically, you know that if you get it wrong, it's going to set off an alarm. You're not sure what the alarm is going to do. Or like who's going to come because you haven't seen anybody else yet. But who knows?
Okay, you know what? Advantage with the keys. Why not? I will go for it. Yeah, it's more fun using my lockpicks, but hey. 19 plus 10, 29.
Nice. Woo. Nice. Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah.
And the other one would have been just a pass because it would have got 18. So still would have done fine either way.
Yeah, so you open up the door and you swing it to look open and you realize that immediately just there is one of those like spheres that like turn on and they basically open like an eyelid, and if you had done it wrong, you just would have been seen by whoever is like looking for that, you know, and it would have been pretty hard to hide who did that. But as it is, you open the door and you're like, ooh, as the eye stays closed. And there are a couple of rooms that kind of go off this area. You can see like a staff room, kitchen type area that's immediately there. Like that's probably the most commonly used. And then there's like a locker room. But then there's like a couple of other rooms that kind of go off further. And one of them actually says document room.
That one seems like the best bet.
I'm also wondering if there's chocolate in the kitchen. What do they get in the kitchens? I bet you they get good food here. I bet you they get flavour.
So. Spice. Pepper.
We're still not hearing anyone or anything? Like, that was... Snack break?
Snack break.
So you go into the kitchen, and this is like a fancy staff room. So it's got one of those like little baskets with the different treats kind of in the basket, and people can like leave a copper because it's like a trust system or whatever. You just like leave a copper and you can take your like treat or whatever. And you see several wrapped in these little like not plastic, waxy papery, kind of wrappings and things like that. And most of it is smelling pretty damn good. That you could definitely smell like a sweet, like almost earthy kind of smell.
I take the map pamphlet that we got and I write IOU night guard and then put it on the basket as I take the whole thing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So you just like load it into like a bag. I'm assuming you guys have a bag of holding, because what kind of thieves would you be if you didn't have a bag of holding, right?
I mean, we literally gave ourselves nothing except for our weapons and armor because we didn't think we had any gold.
I mean, you probably don't, but I imagine like any money that you had went towards something like this. And even in Arkvale, there are people who have enough magic to make something like this. It's not a fancy bag. Yeah. It's like a very threadbare looking thing, but it holds a lot. Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, so apart from 2 pieces, which, give one to Aster, of course.
Yeah.
And then one to have right now, the rest of it into the bag, as well as like the pepper shaker. I leave the salt shaker.
Yeah, no salt.
I say ketchup and just like flavors.
There's soy sauce, there's sweet chili sauce, there's like mayonnaise,
all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Something with like garlic that looks like mayonnaise. Yeah.
I put that one back because that one smells a little funny.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw just for fun as you try this like thing, and you've never tried anything like this. Constitution saving throws aren't always bad. Sometimes you just lose your mind because it's so good.
13.
Nice, okay.
7.
Yeah. Okay, so Celeste, like, this tastes good, but you don't like lose where you are and what's going on and how important your mission is. You know what I mean? Like you're like, oh my god, I can't wait, to try more of that. But like Aster, you kind of sort of forget why you're here for a moment because you get a little bit lost in this flavor. You've never tasted anything like this, and how do you react given like you're basically psychically distracted right now? It's like the chocolate has commanded you to pay attention.
I think she just crouches down just where she is and just starts crying.
That's some powerful magic in these things. And I just kind of look at them and go, these are like the most arcane things I've ever come across in my life for it to do that to you, Aster.
These are the most beautiful food items I have ever eaten. Can I have another one right now? We will space them out. Yeah, we need you on focus. But it's so good. I mean,
I think
we've been
Aster's going to have some disadvantage for a little bit while she's a little bit distracted by thinking about chocolate.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yeah.
And I will use prestidigitation to just clean up the drool around your mouth for a minute and then be like, just focus, Aster. We will... more will come.
Wipe my eyes.
Oh my gosh,
tears out of my eyes.
So much. You never know. The other rooms may have more.
They shouldn't put it by the documents, though. They don't want to get sticky fingers all over the old 1,000-year-old documents.
You do notice that, like, it kind of, like, because your fingers were warm and it kind of stuck and it's sort of a little bit like...
Not so much in the document room, but maybe in the public gallery if we find evidence that we need to go in there. Like, surely the public get hungry too.
Is that why they call it the peanut gallery? Because
maybe,
it's food?
maybe.
Or they have food?
That would make sense. But...
yes, but the only peanuts are the chili-flavoured ones, and I can't wait to see what happens with those. But anyway, so we're heading to the document room?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So this door isn't locked as such because they're not expecting anybody but staff to be back here. So... so you do your usual thing, you check it out, you check it to see if it's locked and stuff, and you're not seeing any of that. It looks like you can just open up the store.
I mean, rookie move on their part.
Yeah.
Always lock your doors.
always have second level and third level and fourth level.
Mm-hmm.
But still make sure that there's no traps on the other side. You're very good at that.
And I will very gingerly open the door and do my usual check out the room.
Yeah, cool. So the first things that you notice is this is quite an odd sort of room. There are a lot of lanterns sort of being directed through weird-shaped pieces of glass and stuff to, like, throw the light quite dramatically in certain points and things like that. You're also seeing that there are a lot of, like, these big scrolls of what look to be ancient parchments and things, and they're captured in between two sheets of glass, like really big, thick pieces of glass. And they seem to be, like, keeping them kind of well maintained. You feel like, and you walk into this room itself, you walk into a room that is quite like dry and sort of like a very nice temperature, and like there's a lot of, you know, things that you feel magically immediately sort of hit you. Like this room is very controlled in terms of an environment is what you're seeing. Also, there is seemingly a machine where it looks like they feed these pieces of glass in, and then it feeds upwards and kind of goes along somehow to somewhere. You see it sort of disappear. Maybe that's to display it or put it somewhere. You're not really sure exactly how that works, but it looks like it lifts them and takes them away somewhere else.
Yeah.
So right now you've got these like 2 or 3 big sheets of these glass and these parchment kind of rolled out.
They don't have handy signs that say the treaty or what the documents might be or anything.
Still
like
looking from the door, so you'd have to get a bit closer and have a look around. But yeah, no, there's nothing like this doesn't look like a display room. This very much looks like a storage or, you know, care of room.
Yeah.
And again, there's no laser grids on the floor or any sort of traps there. Cool.
No.
All right.
Well, let's see if one of these ones are.
Yep. Start going and having a look at, without touching the documents, what they might be.
Not touching the glass, not touching the documents, just observing.
Yeah, cool. So you're kind of looking, and it looks like these big old documents, like, you know, historic kind of treaties of all sorts of kind of organizations. There's something there referring to when they split Isen into the different regions, because once it was just a whole, you know, it was just Isen. And people just lived all over Isen, and then it got a bit hard to tell people where you lived, and so they started sort of dividing it up, and then they started like giving it to people. So you can kind of see like the history of that documented here is in these like, you know, we all agree we're going to do this, and there's going to be some people that run it, and it's going to be awesome. We're going to run it. We're going to split it into kingdoms, and then now there's one that's like, oh, we're not going to call them kingdoms anymore because no kings. We're gonna call them regions, and they're all going to be run by speakers, and we're going to be in a council. It's going to be great. You know, and then there is one that's weird because you kind of can't read it. Maybe it's in a weird different language, but every time you look at it, the words seem to sort of wiggle on the page, and they don't really seem to sink and settle. It's like it makes your brain kind of hurt to look at it a little bit.
Is this what chocolate does? I can't focus on these words.
You're not alone in that one. That's weird.
Oh, I don't like it.
Yeah, but you can kind of make out the structure of it. It sort of looks like wording with a title above and some paragraphs and things, and then a whole bunch of like, it looks like signatures underneath, but for some reason it's like really weird and blurry. Then you sort of see a few more historic documents, and then you see another one that looks all like blurry and weird and kind of like all blurred out. And this one here has like a weird kind of signature to it. It sort of looks like some great big creature put like its paw, but with claws or whatever on it to like sign it. That's very clear, like, because it's not words, it's just like a symbol. And also you can kind of see that there's another like weird kind of slap of what looks to be maybe like a tentacle with suckers or something like that, like, you know, kind of at the bottom of this thing. But there's a lot of weird wiggly to that too. And then you see these 2 documents, and they are side by side, and one of them is wiggly, so it's like hard to read the wording, and the other one is not, but they almost look exactly the same. Almost exactly the same. And one of them, the one that you can read, says the Arkvale Treaty. And then it starts listing all the like agreements and all the different like restrictions, you know. The people of Arkvale agree to basically never be able to own more than this much money at any given time, everything else will be taxed from Arkvale. They all agree never to own weapons to be able to defend themselves against the rest of the Isen.
I look at my dagger and my sword.
Yeah. Look at my crossbow and my rapier and be like, yeah.
Like some of the terms have obviously kind of stretched and been a little bit like that's a bit hard to police, you know? You can kind of see a little bit of that in there. Then there's the clause that everybody hates, which is thou must only have one child and then your ability to have children will be removed. That, you know, every citizen of Arkvale must be branded in order to identify them if they ever leave the realm. Like, they must never leave apart from permission granted by the council. You know, like, basically the council has given them a bunch of information. There's some extra clauses in here that you don't really remember being, like, talked about very much, but there's some stuff in there about, like, one must not declare themselves the great ruler of evil. One must not lock dragons behind a giant wall. You know, like, there's a bunch of weird, like there's some clauses in here you're like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like, who would do that?
A wall up? Yeah.
Like, dragons are already, like, chilling out over in, you know, their region. Like, they don't come out. We don't go over there.
Stories.
You know, there's a bunch of that kind of stuff in there that you don't really remember seeing. And then this one is signed, looks like by a few of the council members, but not all of them. And you see these signatures, and this treaty was from like 1,000 years ago, but these signatures are ringing kind of familiar.
The names are the recent council, not the original council from 1,000 years ago. Like, I'm a human. 1,000 years is a long time for lifespans, even for owls. So, yeah. I will turn to Aster and be like, I suspect, and I'll point to the wiggly one next to it, I suspect that's the actual treaty, and whatever weird magic they're doing,
they're hiding it.
Yeah, and this is the faux show treaty.
That looks right to me. I mean, I can't read the other one, so it makes it harder to disprove that it's not the correct one, but it doesn't feel right.
I wonder if I cast Detect Magic, if it would let me see through it. That's really all I could do about it. I nearly took Comprehend Languages. I nearly took it.
Yeah, because you're looking at this and you're like, this is all just weird. Like, it's wrong. Yeah. It's weird. Because it's also dated the year 2700 AC. Which is this year. So...
Yeah. Okay, well, that definitely makes it weird, and that's probably what's clued into the weirdness fact.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I kind of want to take all the wiggly documents and the fake document and just take the whole lot.
Yeah.
I mean, win in the council hall, why not?
We've made it this far. I mean, what's the worst that... No.
Well, yeah.
Adventure.
Yeah.
She policed us after that.
I'm like, did you just want to call the worst that could happen down on yourself?
No. Policed it just in time. But yeah, so I think we should take as much as we can without being...
Okay. I will burn a first level spell slot, and I will cast Detect Magic in order to just make sure not only on each of these, you know, that basically just extra sure, like, if we were to take it, are we going to set anything off? Are we, is it an illusionary item and the actual items elsewhere? I just want to kind of ping everything in this room and just, before we get into this, you know, make sure we don't Indiana Jones this and set things off by lifting something that we shouldn't lift.
We have an equally weighted thing to swap it really quick.
Yeah.
We have a key.
Actually, speaking of, is there some scrolls nearby that look like they could be of the same weight? Because maybe they just got rolled up. You know,
it was written on the same paper. Yeah.
We have a drunk guard, maybe some ink. Maybe he had a little bit of a party.
Yeah, we could add some paper to his...
These ones are inside these double paned glass.
True.
So they are big, heavy, you know, documents. Yeah.
Good thing we have a bag of holding.
Yeah.
Frickin' bags of dirt. Okay.
That's probably why you bought the bag of holding. It's because you carried all those bags of dirt, and then you were like, never again. Yeah.
All right, I will burn first level Detect Magic just in case.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and these light up in terms of magic. Like, a few different things. They look like they are protected. Like, the glass around them seems to be very protected. Like, you know, immune to fire, immune to frost, immune to, you know what I mean? Like that kind of vibe. Obviously to protect the documents because they are of huge historical importance. And then there is a few other bits and pieces like around triggers, around like if glass is broken, then alarms are going to go off. And not just alarms, but some kind of nasty thing is going to happen to the person who's trying to break the glass. There is a way to get it off. Looks like it's got like a safety word or a trigger word of some kind that would like remove it, but you're not really seeing around here what that possibly could be. So presumably the person who looks after these documents knows that, and they aren't here. So yeah, it's going to be tricky to get these out of the glass, but you are pretty sure handling them seems fine. Like handling them while they're inside the glass seems fine.
So also because this glass projects an image, am I seeing a point like if we remove them, are we going to then project the image into the courtroom and then maybe alert anyone that was chilling in there that these are being tampered with or something?
Maybe. You're not entirely sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So
there's
we
definitely
need to
a whole load of reaction that'll happen if you tamper with this glass.
So if we tamper with the glass, there starts a projection trigger, there is weird stinky stuff, there is glass protection, there is glass protection, there is glass protection.
I mean, will it cause the arcane eye orb to wake up?
Probably also. Yeah.
I could cast a silent image to sit in front of the arcane eye, so if it does wake up, it looks similar, I guess. The door is closed.
Or we could just throw a tablecloth or fabric over the eye.
I mean, that works kind of too.
So easily defeated. Go back, get the basket that the snacks were in and just put the basket on top.
Yeah.
Julz's great big trap defeated
by a basket.
I love it when I write one-shots and people are just like, we could just do this. And I'm like, yeah, no, you could. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep, absolutely.
This is not the first time Julz has written a big problem and I've just come up with a weird solution. If you remember doors to cover a pitfall from a pocket. Yes. Pocket doors, great things. I wish we had some pocket doors here. They could be handy. All right. I guess I will start by, if there's like an easier trigger point to maybe try deactivating just to see if I can do it without setting anything off. If one of them looks a bit easier, maybe like the projection into the courtroom, because that's kind of like the first big thing that may alert somebody else that something's going on in here. If for some reason the images start projecting or something like that.
Yeah, because you're not exactly sure what that machine does, but it does something like that. You just haven't triggered it yet to explore what it does.
The fact that it connects to somewhere else that we can't see is a big like wee oo in my mind. So that's the first thing I'm going to try and disconnect, because then at least everything would be contained in here and we're safe in here at the moment. Yeah. So I'll turn to Aster and warn them that I'm going to try deactivating this one. And give them the bag of holding with the chocolate just in case.
Good plan. Before we try it, does the key open back wherever to the portal, or does it open to that specific portal space in the wall? Do we want to try that first? Because if we don't have to go back out, if we could just do it into the wall here.
You mean like make the portal and then just throw everything through as quickly as possible and bounce?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's an option, but I don't know if it opens up here. If we need like a spare wall, we could open it into the door.
In theory, I guess we could close the door, try the key on there, see if it opens the portal, and then
break glass
wham,
and run.
Bam. Thank you for the treaty, ma'am.
Yeah. I mean, it's not the cleanest escape we've done, but it's functional.
And it does kind of make guard look like he's just had way too much and we've disappeared without a trace.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I will take the basket. We've got that on the head. I've also, when I got the keys off the body, I've put the thumbtacks that remained into the guard's pocket, so it looks like he was the one that...
I love this.
Yeah. Yeah. And then, we'll... Guess I will pass the portal key to Aster to try, since it was their great idea. Give it a go.
Basket on the eye, thumbtacks in the guard's pocket. You're going to put the key in the door, turn it, and then try and huck these things through it. That's the plan, as I understand it.
And I will make sure that the projection is deactivated to the other room.
Yeah, so you're doing that at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, roll me a disable traps, which doesn't exist in D&D and only exists in Pathfinder. What am I rolling?
Thief tools?
Thief tools? Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, come on. Yeah, no, I cast Silvery Barbs.
On who? On me?
On me.
Okay.
I reroll.
Okay.
Yeah.
You take damage?
Yep. Oh, wait, no, it's not reroll, it's advantage. Okay. Okay, I will trust it's okay. I will trust it's okay. I haven't rolled it again.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to hope it's okay. It's still a +10. It's not as bad. It's an 18.
Okay. An 18's okay. Yeah.
Okay.
So as you go to deactivate this device and you're really not sure like what it does or anything like that, you go to like turn it off and make it not work anymore. And it looks like it was sort of halfway through a cycle. So it looks like it's going to finish its cycle and then stop, basically. That's kind of the vibe that you're getting. You're like, okay, it's sort of halfway through what it's doing. I don't really know what it's doing, but it's doing a thing. So as you're watching, one of the documents starts sucking into this machine. So these big panels of glass start moving, and going into the slot, and then it starts lifting, like it's going to lift up, and then fly off somewhere, right? So you see that kind of happen, and you realize the one that it's grabbed is the wiggly one with the like claws and the tentacles at the bottom. You're not really sure what that one is. It's not exactly the same as the other one. Do you try and stop it?
Or if I stop it, it is going to potentially activate someone, but I kind of want to take as many of these as we can. So, Aster, they're going to be aware we're here potentially, and I will stop it going forward.
Yeah, so you grab this thing and you basically try and like yank it out.
I was going to just stop the mechanisms in the machine itself.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, which basically is going to grind it to a halt in the middle of what it was supposed to be doing, which is going to cause like a like I've got an error kind of noise. So presumably someone's going to come investigate why the machine has stopped.
Here's hoping it was supposed to be the clerk that was coming through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a little bit of
right
time.
as that's happening, so there's like a little while Celeste is like pulling this thing out, yanking it out. And Aster, you are turning this key in this door that you don't even know if it's going to work yet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turning.
Luckily for you, that's exactly how it works. You just put the key into
Thank goodness.
any door lock. And turn it, and it turns itself into the portal. Currently, it is showing something else. Like it's currently showing. Oh God, what is the name for this place? Oh, Ruler on High is what it's currently showing. And the buttons next to the portal, you think make it do something.
Yeah.
Time for
Ruler
butter
on
mash.
high. It's not Arkvale.
No, keep checking. I will then, now that the thing's paused, I will start trying to climb up and see if I can detach. No, this is not the document we want. I will move over to the Wiggly Treaty document.
Wiggly Treaty, the one that looks like the one that says the Arkvale Treaty, but is the Wiggly version. Yep, got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm going to see if there is any way I can literally, I don't have much strength, I'm regretting not having much strength, but even pick it up or just even pry open this glass, any mechanisms, anything to try and get this document out.
Okay, cool.
As quickly as possible. Yeah.
Okay, so you're getting it out of the glass?
If we can, but if I have to take it in the glass, we'll take it in the glass.
No, you can get it out of the glass. Basically, it's glass. So essentially, you can basically just try and smash this.
Really? They put all those protections on it and they're allowing it to be breakable?
Well, no, you're right. There is a little, like, kind of mechanism on four sides of it, like, in the corners, where it looks like they basically have to unlock it in some kind of way. Yeah.
I mean, I can help if you want
unlocking.
Unlocking.
I heard unlocking. I heard the magic words. I'm like, yep, time to go, baby.
So Aster, you press a button and then you see and, like, a new name pops up. And this one says, The Lost Library.
How do they make this work? This is so convoluted. I'll push another button.
Lock, unlock.
What did you roll on the lock picking?
Much better. That is a natural 20 for a 30.
Nice. Okay, so you're like unscrewing like a crazy person, and it's coming out. And as it pulls out, and you manage to pull this document out from the corners of the things that you sort of unscrewed and unlocked, open up and sort of spray you right in the face. And this room starts seemingly filling with some kind of noxic gas. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Do I get Uncanny Dodge?
It's more of a poison filling a room rather than actually hitting you in the face, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
Like, it's more of think of it as a gassy, foggy situation.
Yeah. Okay. That is 15 plus Constitution, so plus 2, so 17.
Nice. Okay, so you take 8 poison damage as you kind of breathe in this, but you don't get like this secondary effects but you feel like for a moment that you felt really lightheaded, like you definitely don't want to breathe that in, or you might find yourself unconscious on the floor.
I pick up my scarf, wrap it around my nose immediately, keep rolling up the document.
Yeah, but it looks like you could you have time to like do another one potentially at this point. Yeah. The one next to it, there is the fake version. Yeah. So we've got the fake and the real. Okay. I'm going to go for that one, and I'm going to turn. To clarify, we've got the one that nobody can read because it's in a weird language, and then we've got the common version. Yeah. That's slightly different wording next to it. I just want to really hammer that point.
The weird wording, the not signed by the actual original people. The potentially, but also.
This is totally an original concept. I've seen this nowhere else in the world. Yep. And I'm imagining that Aster is madly pushing buttons at this point. It's Lakeside Haplin the temple.
She's just like losing her mind slowly.
Just keep going. It's got to turn up eventually. I don't know. Maybe say the name. 29 to unlock the second one.
Dry Town.
Surely there's a better way to do this.
And presumably there is, but you don't know what it is, right? Like, so you're just like, and then like Arkvale.
I got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And in the meantime, basically we've had a moment, we've done our thing. More poison. Roll me this time a dexterity saving throw, which you should be fine because you're kind of expecting it this time, so I'll give you the dex save to get ducking out of the way.
Oh yeah, that's 25.
Yeah. So the gas is coming, like, it's starting to fill the room and coming downwards. So it's like, if you stay here too much longer, it's going to be really problematic. But currently you're managing to keep out of the worst of it as it's spraying. You might have enough time to grab something else.
I've got 2 out of 4. You want a tentacle or you want other wiggly with signatures?
Well, if you grab one, I can potentially try and grab another that is... But it's not as classy as you.
That's all good. I will run to the very first one that you described that also was wiggly and had signatures at the bottom, but not the one with the dragon. I assume dragon or monster claw or tentacle, the other one. Yeah.
There's other various monster kind of like stomps on the bottom of this one, but yeah,
I will.
So you're grabbing the other one.
And quick unlock again.
Yes, 100%. And then Aster, are you trying to do an unlock or are you just trying to smash this?
I'll be smashing. How thick does the glass actually look, first of all?
It's pretty thick.
It's pretty thick.
Okay. Yeah, because it's like you go to hold this thing and it's so heavy.
Okay, I'm going to just try catapult at 2nd level, and I would like to fling a heavy object towards the glass to break whatever is remaining.
Yeah.
Can I have the glass roll a dexterity saving throw, please?
What are you flinging? Okay. What are you flinging at this? Do you go back out and get the scry eye?
Not the scry eye. If there's like, I don't know, just a heavy
There's a bunch of empty glass panels. You can smash glass against glass.
I was thinking like a paperweight or like an hourglass type mechanic. So something that's just like brassy and weighty.
Definitely in here. There's a whole lot of different equipment used to like clearly treat this stuff. So you could definitely find something like that in here.
I just want to kind of like swing an arm and just like cause it to go flying at speed.
The glass rolled a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage because I figured that was appropriate. And I got a 3, so I'm assuming I failed.
It is a 12, so yes you do. The sorry glass.
The glass is very sad about failing at saving throw. What happens to... You see the glass sag a little bit. What happens to this thing? Like, how much damage does this?
Oh, it's...
And what did you roll, Celeste, for this?
22.
Yeah, nice. You've got this down to an art. You duck out of the way. You're getting really low now. You're basically having to do this on the floor because the gas is sort of filling the room. You're going to have to crawl towards the door.
That's okay. I have all 3 in the bag of holding, working towards the door, and I will be ready to do an action just before we jump out as well.
Yeah.
So it takes 4d8 bludgeoning damage. So that's a 7 and a 2. And another 5. Math is mathing. 14 damage. Yeah.
Okay.
That should be math.
It's not quite enough. You're going to have to do it again, or some kind of break again. It's so close, like you can see it's like thick glass is splintering, but it's like it just needs one more like punt and it'll be done. Which is going to mean that you are in this room. You hold your breath as essentially the gas kind of lowers down one more like level, and you're in it now. There's no real way to get out of this. So roll me a Constitution saving throw, and then, provided that you don't pass out, tell me how you do a bit more damage to this glass. It's like all or nothing. You can hear footsteps coming, like things are running, and the little beeping is getting incessant now. This room is like full of crazy, like beeping everywhere.
Yeah, that's just an 11 on con.
11 on con? Yeah. Okay, this is not good.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
You're like, ugh. It's like there was such an effort that you kind of breathed too much when you like smashed the glass, and you find yourself falling backwards. Celeste, what are you gonna do?
Oh boy, I see Aster go down. Is it, because it's now weaker, is it like if I undid just one of the locks, I could kind of just force a corner open and get it out quicker, or?
Probably, but yeah, that is going to cause damage, and your mate is like unconscious right now, which isn't great.
No. I will look at Aster and go, oh boy, and know that I don't have much strength, but I'm going to do my best to push Aster through the portal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Friends come first. I'm not going through the portal, but I'm just going to try and roll the unconscious body of Aster through the portal. Do you want me to roll a strength?
Roll an athletics, I guess, unless there's something you can tell me is what you're using and why.
I wish I could use acrobatics, but no, we'll use athletics, which is a -1, which is an 8.
Yeah, you get about halfway there, and you realize you're going to have to breathe again. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
That is a 19.
Nice. Okay.
I've pulled my scarf out over my nose.
So you got kind of part of the way towards the portal. You're pretty sure that you could punt Aster the rest of the way in the next go, and you managed to hold your breath. And you look back at that thing. You know, if you could give it one more go, you could probably get it. As you're like, you're not sure what it is, but it's wiggly and it feels important. And if you leave it here, you'll never know.
Yeah, I do.
There will be everlasting consequences for the campaign on this too.
Yeah, I want it, and I want to get it, so I'm going to try and push it.
I'm making it hard. I am making it hard.
I'm willing to risk this. I will take the bag that has the free that I have got and the chocolate, make sure it's on Aster, push them through with that final punch.
Aster tumbles through the room with the 3 of these wiggly and the 2 wiggly and 1 normal written documents. As the footsteps get ever closer and the gas gets lower, what do you do?
I am working against the clock, and I know it. So, one hand drops guard's keys.
Yeah.
Second hand, cantrip.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if this is going to work. Point it to the scrolls furthest away from me. Uh-huh. Firebolt. Start a fire in this room as well.
Okay.
Hide the evidence.
Uh-huh.
And then smash and do my best to just unlock and get that final document. I'm going to go for it.
Cool. Roll me an attack roll on this glass.
You can do it.
Okay, right here. Is it advantage because it's already weaker?
Yes, sure. I'll allow it.
That is 25 to...
Nice.
Yeah, okay, nice, definitely.
Can I get sneak attack against glass?
Yeah, sure.
Sweet.
It can't see through the poison spray.
What you don't know is there's an ally just underneath the glass.
The spirit of everyone that needs this
to get out.
Math. I rolled really good at my sneak attack. So that is 7 piercing damage plus 6, 12, 17.
Nice.
20 points.
Nice.
Of take damage.
Nice. And as you do this and you like punt it right where Aster had like already got a massive amount of cracking and spiraling in this thing, and it just shatters apart. The glass does that thing with like safety glass, and it breaks into all of those chunks in a really safe kind of way so you don't hurt yourself. But like, yeah, it just breaks apart like that. And you are able to grab this document out. The trick here is that somebody sees you. So, like, you're able to dive for the portal in this moment, grabbing the key from, like, the fake lock, kind of, and pulling that through, but you know that you were seen by this man who stands there and with a face on him like, I will remember you until I die.
Damn. I could have had a reaction if I stayed behind, but I'm likely to die, so I will bounce through the portal and just be like, well, fudge.
Yeah.
Also, we got fudge.
Yeah. And the minute you bounce through the portal and the key comes with you, that, like, again, you look back and there's nothing there. It's like a construction kind of site underneath the bridge yet again.
And I take the biggest breath.
Like, holding this.
And then look to check that Aster is okay.
Am I awake at this point?
Yeah, so Aster, you are still kind of passed out, and you've also taken some damage from tumbling through this, thing. So take me a d6 of bludgeoning damage as you kind of go pushed through.
Oh, that's 6. Disgusting.
Yeah, nice. But you see Aster lying on the ground with the bag of holding on them with the, I would say with the scrolls poking out, but that's not how a bag of holding works. Presumably with them
it's
inside
a broken
it.
bag. I will.
Yeah, it's got like a little corner which things poke through all the time. Yeah.
It's a cheap one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shove the fourth one into there, close that up, and then just see if I can shake Aster awake. Yeah.
You can basically slap Aster away because the air is clear here, so kind of
breathe, damn it, breathe.
She kind of coughs awake and goes, "Oh, that was the not good gas. That gas was not good."
Yeah.
How are you?
I got it. Is the good news?
That's good. I mean,
I'd have been seen.
That's not good.
No, that came at a cost. And I think we should get this to them and now.
She needs it immediately, and we need to hide. We need to hide you.
We need to go. We've got chocolate to eat, but also we need to go.
We need to go.
You turn around and you go, and there is a old lady in a cloak, but less old. Kind of like in a weird kind of like she's still hunched over, like she thinks she's a lot older than she is. That kind of a vibe. Like someone who has been hunched for so long, she doesn't remember that she can stand straight. And this
I'm going to draw my dagger at her because I don't know her.
This blue lady looking at you all.
It's you!
And
it's the one that shot light out of my butt and stole my youth.
She goes,
impressive trick, but...
You have done something good here. Well done. You have caused a chaos to enter the world that did not exist before.
Oops.
Okay. Yeah?
Be careful with those documents that you hold. I am yet to see what will be of what your actions have been. I cannot see it yet. There are too many paths still open in front of you. But I am enjoying your interactions, Celeste and Aster. I look forward to seeing more of you in the future.
And then she just, in front of you, zaps out of being.
Okay, I kind of do want to be her when I grow up. She is kind of cool.
She was pretty cool. But, she shot light out of your butt. That's something I've never seen happen before. I didn't even see it that time either because it blinded me so fast.
So cool. We will totally discuss this later. I think we should run.
Yes.
Raishu?
Yeah, sure. I'm already off.
Yeah. And you kind of get out from under the bridge where it's all dark and kind of gloomy under there, and you realize that there is a sunrise. And she wasn't lying. It seems to be that she was expecting to see you tomorrow morning, and here the sunrise is. And as you race towards the castle with the sun bright in the sky, you make it in quick time and are ushered through fast into this area, this castle, straight to where she's waiting. And she looks like she's been up all night, pacing the room, waiting for you. She greets you in this giant hall full of these paintings of presumably her family from decades back. And there's some very suspicious looking gaps in these paintings where some of them have obviously been taken down and removed for whatever reason. And she looks at you all and she says, Did you do it?
I think so. We got it. It's a little complicated. We have 4 things for you.
Oh.
We
Surprise.
might have at the end there been seen, and I might have had to set fire to the document room in order to cover our tracks and blame it on a drunk guard. That's what I was hoping for, but I think it's important because there's 2 treaties. One we can't read, one that has been signed by the recent council.
This
it
year.
doesn't look proper. Yeah, it's not proper. You'll see. And I start.
It's like they're trying to keep us more.
I pull out the Coleman one with the recent signatures, and then I pull out the Wiggly one and be like, I hope you can get somebody that can read it. But also, we thought these also looked, and I'll pull out the third one that is the one with all the signatures. I was like, this feels important as well. And then I pull out the tentacle one. Yeah, it damn near killed us. And to be perfectly honest, we probably need to bounce Ace pretty quickly too. Again, I didn't mean to get caught, but I also didn't want to leave it behind.
And she kind of sort of absentmindedly puts an arm around you and kind of, I'll do my best to make you disappear if that would help. I'm sorry that this has happened to you, but I thank you for doing this for us. Do you know what this means?
Tell me what the documents are.
Yeah,
tell me it's worth it.
She looks at these documents.
Tell me read them.
Yeah, does it make your brain swirl?
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks at these documents and she is absolutely in awe of what she sees here. And she goes, I have to get these to my friends. There are words here that are trying to be read. They make your head hurt a little bit when you try and read it, but
Try chocolate. That doesn't help though, but it's good.
But I can hear her voice, the voice in my dreams saying some of the words, and then they appear. Look. And she points sort of out stuff to you where you can't really read it, but it's clear that she kind of can. And she's like, this is the original Treaty of Arkvale. This one here.
Oh, I'm so glad we got the right document.
and she's kind of I'm trying, but there's certain words that are mucking everything up. Everything looks kind of similar, and then there's this one thing here where it refers to names I've never heard of, like Haydet and Crover and Urzak. I've never heard of these names before, and they really don't want to be read. And she says this to you. What you hear is names like and only Celeste you hear, and Urzak, clear as day. Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but I mean, that's definitely not in the common one, so I was right. They are different, and it was important that we got all of them. What's the other two then?
Well, this one here seems to be an agreement from somebody that's the Forgotten. Something about promising to forget. That doesn't make any sense. Why would anybody promise to forget anything? And then this one. Well, this one's the agreement that I need to get these to my friend. Yeah. This one seems to be about the rulers of, and she just starts like my friend. She's a dragon. I know you're not supposed to know dragons, but I couldn't help myself. She sort of we sort of bonded over the fact that nobody really treats us seriously because we're young, right? She's like the queen and I'm like the empress, and we're the only ones that aren't like speakers, and nobody will listen to us, but we're actually like supposed to rule everything or something. Look, this here, it says missing the actual queen of... See? Then the speaker will speak on behalf of... But they have a queen. And that means that this treaty is... They could break it.
I don't understand, but you seem really excited by this, and you need to do your things, and we need to GTFO.
You know a dragon? That's so cool.
Also, yeah.
Yeah, but we gotta bounce.
They could be free. And that's the end of the episode.
Lore drop.
Oh my god. So much lore, so much juicy lore.
I love the fact that our lovely Empress is more concerned with, I mean, she's just got a treaty that she can read and try and figure out if she can be free and the people of Arkvale can be free, but it's occurred to her that somebody else can be free.
Yep.
I like her.
She's cool.
Yeah.
So much lore, so much juicy lore.
So thank you so much for joining us on our crazy sidebar today as we explored elsewhere in Isen to see what is going on down in Arkvale this time. And we got to walk through the council halls and find out about the various treaty documentation that exists around the world. And oh my goodness, who knows? We may even see the world of the freelands, or even, who knows? We might go meet dragons. How exciting! There's so much to explore in Isen. Brad wrote such a cool world, and I am very excited to be writing stories that live within it. So, big shout out to my partner in crime there, Brad Zimmerman, editor of the episodes and creator of the world of Isen. He is kind of awesome. And I want to give a big plug to everybody that helps us, basically. So thank you to, should I say Amie Ward? This is the point where I normally say Amie Ward up. But I also still want to thank you for being both a player and a moderator. I don't know how you do it. I can barely keep up with the chat. and the chat was very active tonight. So thank you very much, chat, for joining in and talking in there. It was very cool. I want to give a big shout out to the artists that we've collaborated with visual designs on. You can see those in the live stream popping in and out. Thank you to Haunted Sandwich, Aidan Messer Photography, Amie Ward Art, Josiah Johnson, EB Creative, and there's a few there that I did. So thank you to me too. And you too can make the live stream if you decide to do some fan art, because that's where your fan art goes. If you make little fan arts of the characters or any of the episodes, I'll put them up in the live stream for you so that you can see them on stream scrolling around too, which would be pretty cool. Don't forget to write your name on them so that I don't have to do that. It's easier if you write your name. Yeah. We are proud members of Kiwi RPG and encourage you to visit the website to find other Kiwi creators that you need to know about. And right now, Kiwi RPG is busy planning for Kiwi RPG Week, which is in June. There's going to be a whole lot of awesome live streams, activities. I've just been signed up to do a panel chat about podcasting in New Zealand. So really excited to be doing that with some other cool podcasters in the country. So that'll be really fun. So keep an eye out for that and see what's going on there. It'll be posting as they lock in stuff. And of course, this podcast would not be able to keep going without our Patreons who keep the lights on and make our Fate of Isen Discord just a delightful place to be. So thank you to Alex White Robinson, Irene Cucci, Laura Christine Goodwin, Sam Malcolm, Victoria and Gavin Porter, Daniel Nichols, Squish Malcolm Crow is dead for most of the Sixth Sense, Alexandra Lekites, Chaos the Fox, Ezekiel, Tara Borelli, Christian H, Disturb One and says there's a real life When If the Forgotten says remember the forgotten. Well, he said meow, but we all know what he means. Lyndon Hood, Tom Ailey, Erika Jayne, Aaron Gilgren, Danielle the Tea Lady, Lady of the Tea, Liz from Time to Die, a D&D podcast, Paul Chalk, Maya, Les Sheep, Larry Timmy Bobson, the 13th. Thank you so much, everybody. And you too, for as little as $2 a month, can become one of the fans that I now consider friends, because we all chat in the Discord every day and share cat photos, and it's kind of great. And before I go, I just wanted to remind you that if you have a hankering for more dice in your life, head over to our partners, fanrolldice.com. Use the promo code FATEOFISEN and you can get 10% off your entire order. You can also get a whole lot of merch from Redbubble, which also Amie is also putting a helpful link in the chat for. And if you visit our Discord, we can give you another link in there as well. And lastly, but not least, a really big thanks to my players who I dropped this on them today that this is what we were going to be doing. And they were super excited, got on a call, made whole characters with full-on backstories that all matched up. And I love them intensely for that. And I am absolutely goddamn blessed to have such amazing players that I get to run for weeks and weeks and weeks in rows. And I'm just very grateful. So I'll hand it over to them to tell you a little bit about where you can find and follow them on socials. And how to support.
Well, thank you, Julz, for being an amazing DM also. That's the first thing to say. I'm Erika. I played Aster Fade today. I'm on socials as Erika Jayne on Instagram and Aurora Night Cosplay, also on Instagram when I actually post cosplay stuff. And that's me. Over to you, Amie.
I also want to say a huge thank you. I don't get to play a heck of a lot. I help out in a lot of things and I'm in a lot of backgrounds, but I don't actually get to play. So it's really nice whenever I get a chance to play, and especially with Julz as a DM because she's amazing.
Yes.
And if you get the chance to, you really should. But yeah, I am usually around. You will find me as Amie Ward Art. I am a colorist on the internet. I color in adult coloring books, not spicy adult, just aimed to adults, and I focus on creating a calming, positive, glittery, safe space on the internet when we're in this troubling time in the world. You can come to and talk about rainbows and kittens and candy and D&D and TTRPGs, and it's a really lovely, lovely space. I am Amie, AMIE Ward Art, pretty much everywhere. Find me on Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. There's a few other places. I just had a cat appear and claw me. That's why I jumped. And yeah, Shadow the Cat will often join us as well. But yeah, over to you, Julz.
Yeah, big fan of Amy's streams. I put them on when I'm having a sad day or a low day, and it's always sparkly and rainbowy and wholesome. And I've actually had some pretty good coloring tips and things, so I'm getting better at it, I think.
Incredible stream.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you very much. Hi, team. I'm your girl, Julz from NZ. That's how you can find me. My name is Julz Burgisser, but nobody ever calls me that. Everybody calls me Julz from NZ, and I'm okay with it. Your girl just is still riding the high from running D&D in a castle last weekend. It was an incredible experience. And I just get to do some really neat stuff. In my life, and I'm really grateful for this hobby that we have. How cool is RPG? Yeah, pretty cool. I haven't got anything massively on the books right now. I'm going to be at Convergence in Hamilton when that comes up, and that's my next big project, along with planning the next D&D in a castle. But you can usually find me at most BD&D events, running games there, little one-shots like this one. Where we cause chaos and have a good time. So, yeah, thank you everybody for that. We're going to get out of here. It's late. This one ran a little late. Thank you to my players again for staying with me while I was definitely very distracted and we were not on time at all.
Oops, or potatoes?
Oops.
Potatoes.
Again, see, you guys distract me with things like role-playing around potatoes. And that whole tavern thing was supposed to be like a very quick interaction. But whatever.
You gave us free reign on an intro and let us be silly. I mean, we're going to...
No, I loved it.
You gave us free reign and we bought potatoes.
I wouldn't change a thing. This was delightful. So, all right, everybody. E nohora, ka kite ano and aroha nui. Goodbye, everybody. We'll see you again soon, and we love you so much. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Go to Scotland. Touch your neighbour's grass. Oops or potatoes. Roll out.
Oops or potatoes.
Autobots, roll out.